Egypt in the last AfroBasket, and they have to miss out on the World Cup last year. But they have got the home court advantage tonight, and even if Salah Mejri doesn't play, they're going to be a handful for Mali.
You're absolutely right. I mean, this is a Mali team which has appeared in 17 AfroBaskets, but it has not finished this high in the standings. It's not reached the quarterfinal since 1999.
And that was a long time ago. My, how time flies. So, we are going to pause now for the national anthems of both teams, starting with Mali. Now get ready for a lot of singing, the national anthem of Tunisia. Basketball, folks. This is what it's all about when the host nation plays in the knockout round of a tournament. And tonight, all of the attention, and as you said, all the pressure on Ado Talatli's Tunisia as they go up against Sylvain Lauti's Mali. And Salah Mejri, oh, the drama. Will he or will he not play? Referees tonight, led by Spain's Miguel Perez, Côte d'Ivoire's Mathurin Ngasson, and Arnaud Comgilo on the left there of Cameroon. The drums, the players, the cheerleaders, and the roster. Mali. Well, Ibrahim Saunera, Mamadou Kante, the point guards. Going all the way down, Wally Koulibaly, Ibrahim Jambo. You know, the coach pretty much uses all of these guys in the game, and it's good depth for a team. He's going to start with Saunera. Again, he's going to go back to Namori Bundi, Swarata Cisse, Mohamed Tangara, and Drissa Balo, who has been effective at center.
Drissa Balo is kind of an X factor. You know, he played very well in that opening game. He's been quite disappointing since, you know, but he does have great potential and he can score on the inside. Always an important factor in a game like this.
Now, Mejri down at the bottom, but also inside, you know, Ben Ramdam is going to crash the boards. Hadidan will as well. Bra could be an important factor tonight, number 14 coming off the bench, as well as Mohamed Abbasi up top. It just depends what the situation is with the big fella. So Salah Mejri is going to start with Ben Ramdam. Michael Roll has been on quite a roll, hasn't he? He was terrific in the last game. Hadidan and Abada Hadidan, member of the Olympic team, as well as Ben Ramdam. And Abada he's done pretty well here, taking over the mantle of the point guard.
Yeah, I mean, he's been fantastic, really, real spark, and no surprises for Tunisia, perhaps. It's but the only one question is Mejri in that starting five. There we see two players with big games. Saunera played well, a solid all-round game in their victory over Cote d'Ivoire, and El Mabrouk, the hero of Tunis, the man who hit the shot, the three, to give them the 1-point lead.
The three-pointer that changed the world.
Yeah.
Was it the most important shot in the history of Tunisian basketball?
Quite possibly, Jeff. Now, here's one for you. The history books. Last time the AfroBasket was held in Tunis was 1987. And in
My graduation year. Is that why you're bringing that up?
Absolutely. In 1987, Group A battle. Two teams qualified. Tunisia versus Mali. Mali took the win, knocked Tunisia out of the competition. So we go back all the way to that game, 85-75. So the last time this tournament was in Tunis, it was Mali that ended the dreams for Tunisia. Will it be a repeat of 30 years ago?
Well, different players, but the memories are long. And how many of these guys were even alive at that point? They've been born, maybe is a better way to put it.
I mean, we've seen so far 3 blowouts in our quarterfinal. Mali and their play against Cote d'Ivoire, they really came prepared for this second round, this knockout stage. I think Coach Sylvain Larty has done a tremendous job. We see the Tunisian fans will get behind their team, and that man there that we just saw in the picture, 19-year-old Driss Abalo, what an opportunity for him to go against an NBA player in Salah Mejri, to establish a name for himself in front of all of these people, and the influential people which will be watching.
You are looking live. AfroBasket 2015 here in Tunisia. It is the last quarterfinal of the day. It's Tunisia going up against Mali. And the ball is going to go over to Tunisia, wearing the white. Mali in the green.
Man start. Here's Ballo on Mejri. We'll go with Tangara guarding Ben Ramdal. So that's an interesting matchup. Tangara has been very good defensively in this tournament.
Hadidan goes baseline and loses it out of bounds.
Some intriguing matchups, aren't there? Like I said, Tangara, his experience, Ben Ramdal's a key. Bundy's out there. He's going to guard Michael Roll, who was very good indeed in that last win for Tunisia.
Good defense, the reach. Now Ben Ramdam on the break, and he decides to bring it back out. Now Mori Bundy slows him down. Now Ben Ramdam gets inside, puts it up, and in! And he goes right at Ballo.
Ben Ramdal, the gladiator. He was exceptional once again the other day, except in one area, and that was here from the line. We talk about confidence and belief. First couple of shots from the line will play a part in this game for Ben Ramdal. If he knocks them down, he'll have that confidence, but he'll be thinking about the game the other day. And the first arm was not a pretty sight, was it?
And it goes to Salah Mejri.
It's going to be a foul on Tangara.
Foul. And Sylvain Larty is being reminded as well that he's playing against the home team. The cheers. You never know the marginal calls. They might go their way. Ben Ramdam, and that is off the back of the rim. Salnera. Cissé's hit a three-pointer early in games. Seems to get off the mark early. Salnera now, and confident start for the point guard. He was so effective against Côte d'Ivoire.
He's not really a big scorer, is he, Salnera, but he plays great defense. You know, against Côte d'Ivoire, he really did lock up Diabate.
Well, Abada tried to force it inside to Salah Mejri.
Free up Cissé.
Cissé gets in the lane, puts up a shot with a high degree of difficulty, but he draws a foul.
Cissé, as we've said before, grew up in France. He actually represented France in junior competitions. I think it was 2004. He was a bronze medalist at the under-18 championships for them. This is club basketball in France.
He misses the first.
He's been a solid addition. His first AfroBasket. Double figures, 10 points a game. He's actually the leading scorer for Mali.
And into the lane early.
So because he missed, it's sideline possession.
Correct. So Mali in the lane early. Turns it over immediately to Tunisia.
Salnera just denying the ball to Abada. You know, so the one area of question mark perhaps in Tunisia was point guard play. Abada still young, still inexperienced at this level.
Yeah, Michael Roll has to assume a lot of the ball handling duties. Yeah. And to Mejri.
It's a little finished at Mejri. He doesn't have the lift he usually does from that leg injury.
Mejri, the AfroBasket 2011 MVP. 4 years later, playing in the same tournament in front of his own fans. A dream opportunity. Coming off a year where he played with Real Madrid, who conquered everything in Europe. Now the reach, and Ben Ramdan's really playing up fast, and it's Michael Roll, and he lays it up and in.
Beautiful feed, Abada. The young head. No. Clear there, wasn't he? Looked up the floor. It's Ben Ramdan again making plays for Tunisia. He was the one that got the steal.
Bundy.
3 seconds.
And turns it back over. You know, the stakes are just so incredibly high in this game. Can you imagine? It'll be like letting the air out of the balloon if Tunisia fall tonight. Abada drives in! And Sylvain Lauti calls a timeout.
Very, very early timeout. I mean, it's a 6-2 lead for Tunisia, but the game's not away from them yet, that's for sure.
Another look at that break from Abada. And the Tunisians like it. Timeout. They lead it 6-2. Simply cannot ask for a better environment to have a basketball game. In international basketball, it doesn't get any better when the host nation hosts a game. It's just incredible wherever you are, whatever tournament. So that graphic calls for concern for Mali. Tunisia, questions about the health of Mejri, but he's playing so far. Look at that, points in the paint, 3 of 3.
And we know that Tunisia can be an emotional team. They can ride waves of highs and lows, and if you're Mali, You don't want to give them the opportunity to get on those highs. And turning the ball over and leading to easy transition points is something you can't do. You know, you've got a couple of keys. You've got to shoot the ball pretty well from the floor, Mali. You've got to look after it. You've got to rebound. And you have to make free throws if you want to win this game.
Cisse has the ball knocked away by Roll. Another turnover for Mali. Mejri gets in and banks it in.
We'll see Mongoro early in this one. He's the scorer off the bench for Mali, and it almost feel like they could just do with someone like him. Play with some freedom, get some shots up.
Yeah, Mali looks tight.
Yeah, right now they're turning it over more than they're shooting. And taking one field goal.
Roll steps in front of Cisse again, takes it right off of him. And Roll is fouled at the line. And Laute actually made a sign for a timeout at first. And he's going to bring in Sidibe and he's going to bring in Koulibaly. Koulibaly is a big power forward. He's going to come in for Balo. And Cisse's, no, he's not going to replace Cisse. He's going to replace Bundi. Well, he's going to leave.
I mean, Sidibe comes in. He's undersized really to play the 5, which is basically what he's going to do. He's 6'9". It's 206 he is. And he's going to have a hard task.
Bada short.
He's a very good leaper though, Sidibe, and he can finish around the ring if he gets that space.
Mejri reaches around and commits the foul.
What we haven't seen is the need for Mejri either to protect the ring like he has done in previous games. That's something we don't know with the injury, how well he can do it. And that's probably the frustration for Mali. They haven't tested it out yet either. Haven't been able to break down their first line of defense.
And Cisse finally gets past, but a foul called before the shot.
And that's the first time, isn't it? He's been able to get the shoulders past the defender on a penetration. Mejri came across, didn't seem to be worried about going after it. Found in the sideline possession.
Koulibaly now gives it to Tangara. Back outside to Cisse for a 3. And Salah Mejri with the rebound. Abada brings it up the court fast. And Ben Ramadan drives in and gets another and one. It's tough guarding Ben Ramadan at the best of times. And in front of a charged up crowd, this is a tough assignment for anybody.
Third foul on Tangara. Coach Laute's going furious on the bench because of the help. It never really came from Sidibe. Sorry, he's guarding Mejri. Mejri doesn't have that range on the jump shot. The Sidibe could have pinched in and forced the pass to Mejri. He didn't. Instead, he's given up a 3-point play, and he's allowed Tangara to pick up his third foul.
Well, it's the one they didn't want to lose. They did not want to lose the veteran, so Ibrahim Jambo comes into the game. And Elmel Brook as well has come in now, the man that shot down Morocco the other night with that dramatic 3-pointer in overtime.
I mean, it means they're going 23-year-old and 20-year-old along the front line to go against Mejri and Ben Ramdal. There is Sidibe. If he'll get the points, whether it goes to Saunara.
We'll have to wait and see, but Saunara's doing well.
Sidibe is going to get him.
That's two cheap points for Sidibe. Got to make sure it goes in though. Abada. As the shot clock expires now, maybe with a chance to run. Nope. Michael Roll gets it. Good hustle from Salah Mejri. Elmel Brook. And he gets rejected by Sidibe.
Cisse as well.
Jambo tries to work against Ben Ramadan. And Salnera, as Mesri comes up to help. Now he's going to fall back. Salnera, that's a little long.
No penetration on the offense. They've got to beat the defender. They've got to get past the first line of that Tunisian defense because it isn't the best. They do rely on Mesri to protect the ring, Tunisia.
Albada gets inside and he is bumped out of bounds by Koulibaly. So free throws the rest of the way for both of these teams, both in the bonus.
You look at the way the Tunisian team is lined up or is made. Perimeter defense isn't a strength of theirs. It's not necessarily a weakness, but you feel like you can attack their guards off the dribble. And so far, they have done a tremendous job at keeping the one-on-one matchups in front. You know, for Mali, I think that's an area where Salnera, Koulibaly, Mongoro, when he comes in, Cisse, they have to have success in getting into the lane.
Melbrook on Koulibaly. Now the ball goes out of bounds, and really, Mali are making this easy for Tunisia, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Timeout has been called. Everything going according to plan so far for the hosts against a young, inexperienced Mali. And he makes calls for timeout. 3:03 remaining.
I mean, that's his second timeout.
Yeah.
That's a long time to go.
He just feels the game getting away, doesn't he?
I mean, it's a long time to go in the game. There's 33 minutes. If you're worried about the game getting done in this next 3 minutes, then you haven't given your team much of a chance. I just feel like there's a long way to go. In that second quarter, the Tunisians aren't going to get on a run, especially with this crowd, and you've got no way of stopping it. But, it is the atmosphere, it's everything for Mali. The last play, Sidibe screens, he's wide open. He kind of slips to the basket, but doesn't do it properly. And as the pass comes, he's not ready to catch it. He's not wanting the ball and looking and searching for it, which is why it goes out of bounds.
Pulls up, puts it up and in. Boy, just a wide open jump shot.
Pick and roll defense, just nowhere to be found.
Cisse. And Ramadan knocks it out of bounds.
It's a very quick shot for a team which is struggling.
Wow, the ball goes over to Tunisia. Mongoro is going to come into the game for Mali, or Cisse. Cisse comes out. Having struggled. Only got Cisse down 0 for 2. I thought he'd missed more shots than that. And Mesri whips it back outside. Now he gets it.
Deep.
Ben Ramadan just rebounds it over Jambo. Jambo's got to do better than that. Mongoro, boy, Picks up a brick. Now Sidibe. And he falls down. It's incredible. Measuring. Oh! What was that? And Adil Talatli looks over at everybody in the crowd and says, what was Salah Mejri doing? But worryingly, Sidibe is on the ground holding his hamstring. It doesn't look good. He's in.
It's the knee.
It does, doesn't it? So hopefully this isn't serious, but it doesn't look good at this stage. One of the standout players for Mali. The worry has been about Salah Mejri. He looked okay on that fast break, but now Sidibe falls. He's going to be helped. And I think he's done for the night, don't you? Possibly the tournament.
Yeah. We'll see. And that means it's almost 2 players down for Mali now on the inside. We've seen they've got strength and depth. Oh, it's where he went down there.
Yeah, that's when he planted.
Yeah, he kind of was in almost a squat position, wasn't he?
Kind of buckle a little.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have to take him to the hospital, get it MRI'd.
So now it's Tangata out with the fouls and Sidibe. So it's literally Jambo and Ballo left. And Lauti likes to go through his bigs.
Well, Ballo gets blocked.
He's got to have more finesse than that. He's got to read the defender. He can't just turn and shoot against Mejri.
So plenty of adversity and for Mali to fight through. Meanwhile, a foul called on Tunisia. And Kayaza is going to come in for Salah Mejri. So the foul is on Salah Mejri. And who comes out? Ball goes back over.
8 turnovers for Tunisia now. Excuse me, Mali.
I had expected Mali to come out stronger tonight.
Yeah.
And they have not looked like they're going to rise to the occasion so far. Three-pointer no good from El Malbrook.
Just needs some offense. Somebody to get going. The way this Tunisian defense has been suffocating them, you just don't know where they're going to get a score from. This might be the man here, Mongoro.
Yeah. Has a finger roll that was well short. El Malbrook passes back outside.
Mongoro showed the frailties of that Tunisian defense, but he's got to finish. He's going to get into the hands of Roll. He's got 10 seconds here.
4 on the shot clock, 3. And he gives it off to Gayaza, and he gets in and draws the foul. All of the inexperience from Mali is just showing itself tonight.
It's the second time they've been broken on pick and roll defense. If Ballo is going to hedge that much, if he's going to go to Michael Roll that much, he can't be responsible for the man rolling to the basket. You know, he's either got to go with Roll or he's got to stick with his man. If he goes like he did, somebody else has to come and help him.
Gayaza completes the three-point play. 4 seconds, 3 seconds here at the end of the quarter. Saunera, Mongoro gets it off just in time, but it was short. Mali look like, what are we doing here? They really do. They're like, they don't look like they're ready. They trail 18-4 against Tunisia. So the big development for Mali, having hit a three-pointer, they're not getting to the line. They can't shoot it inside the arc. They're turning it over. Doing okay on the boards, but the turnovers, and they've also lost, 8 turnovers in the first quarter. They've lost Tangarat to 3 fouls, and also Sidibe, one of their bigs, their power forwards, to a serious knee injury, it appears.
Not painting a pretty picture, really, are you, for Mali? The way they played their first quarter. They've also got no timeouts left. Tunisia starts spurting in the second half. So it is work to do for Mali. They need one player to make a couple of shots. One player to do something, to give them some confidence. Silence this crowd. Just do something, Mali. It's going to be a fight. They're not going to get it given to them this game. Who will it be that can step up?
I just wonder, Lloyd, if the occasion is too big for Mali. It really does strike me that it seems a bit too big. How else can you explain it?
I mean, you just don't know, do you? We said coming in, sometimes young teams thrive in environments like this. They love the fact that there's lots of people watching them. They're playing against the host. Other times it's a real struggle, but it looks like a Tunisian team which is very well prepared, which is very organized, and it's taken away the strengths of Mali. So once you've had them taken away, once Tunisia have showed their hands, how can you react? What can you go to? What's your plan B? What's your counter if you're Mali?
Well, you go to Mongoro and let him penetrate. Yep. That's what you do.
We did say he is the one offensive player that can just get a shot from nothing. Without measuring the game, there is no ring protection at all, so Mongoro can get to the basket.
Well, that's the first positive thing that really this team has done tonight. And into Gayaza, Makram Ben Ramdam, and he gets the gun show, as you like to say. Third time he has made a shot and been fouled.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the crowd into it. It's a great pass, though. Jambo is a long athlete, and Nevada just put it pinpoint over his outstretched arms to Ben Ramdal, who likes it. He likes the finish, doesn't he? Now he's got to make the free throw. Well, way short. I mean, if he has a bad free throw shooting game again, it's become a mental block for him going into the semi-final. He's 1 of 3.
Long three-pointer from Koulibaly.
Well, those wing scorers, Koulibaly, Mongoro, then back-to-back scores.
Absolutely. Suddenly, Mali don't look like this occasion is too big for them. Now, Gayaza. Abada. And Balo goes up strong for the rebound. And again, without Salah Mejri, perhaps. Self-belief growing, but good block from Abada. Puts it inside to Gayaza. Bounce pass, and it goes! El Malbrook with the reverse. First 2 points of the game, El Malbrook.
Look at the defense of Ben Ramdal, just leaving his man. There he is, double teaming Mongoro. Jambo's got to recognize he has to be a threat now.
Shot clock down to 1. And it expires. Goes back over to Tunisia.
That's what Jambo's got to read. The play says he's supposed to be screening, but he's wide open. Ben Ramdal isn't guarding him. So that's where he has to recognize the fact that Ben Ramdal isn't playing the way he's supposed to. Therefore, Jambo doesn't have to play the way he's supposed to. Read and react to the defense. Try and get open. You could get open, take that short jumper, which we know he has in his locker.
Kenio now in for Abada. Robach comes up on him, and Ben Ramdam charges this time. He likes getting the contact, but this time he initiated too much contact.
That's better from Jambo. Good defense from him. So now, this is your opportunity for Mali. Started to get some scores. You've got a lineup for Tunisia, which doesn't have a lot of scoring power on the floor right now. Roll, Ben Romdal, and Mejri all on the bench.
Rizig is in. Mongodo for three. Too long. Now Rizig is, he was their best player at the AfroBasket in 2009. Bra gets in. Over to Rizig. And Camille with the rebound. Wow.
Mali, another breakdown. They've just given up an offensive rebound there after a poor decision on the shot from Mongoro at the other end as well. So those mental mistakes that are costing them.
Well, Malbrook for the three-pointer.
Interestingly enough, I was about to say Mongoro, another mistake going underneath the screen. But Coach Lautier looked at him, told him it's the right thing to do. That's obviously the tactic.
Mongoro and the turnover, El Malbrook.
Cisse is going to come back. Mongoro lost his way.
Kaniewicz turns, gives it back outside to Amin Rizig. Now El Malbrook, 6 on the shot clock. Puts up another one, and the follow, good aggressive attacking of the boards by Bra.
But how are Bra and Gayaza on the glass and challenging, and for Mali is Kante, who's your point guard. You know, where's the boxing out from your 4 and 5? This is the 3 from Malbrook. Like I said, Mongoro went underneath against a man which was a 40% three-point shooter in 2013. That's what his coach wants him to do.
Tunisia, it's comfortable for them right now. Nice passing over to Bra from the right. Kante, tough catch, and good follow from Jambo, short, and Rizig. Almost a turnover, Kaniwa. Passes it back outside. I can't believe Mali didn't pick off that ball. That was telegraphed. That Kaniwa pass. El Malbrook was asked the other night, is this the most important shot of your career? Or no, he was asked, what do you think about the most important shot of your career, saving Tunisia? And he goes, it'll only become the most important shot if we win the title. Rizig for 3, go! He piles on the misery for Mali.
That's just great team basketball. We said they don't have an out-and-out scorer. Rizig's a good shooter. Just run the action to find him wide open. Excellent execution.
Three-pointer from Koulibaly. Gets it right back.
Well, that breaks it. 4-minute drought for Mali.
Gayaza. Not sure about that offense. And then the dump to Moba, and Moba goes up strong. Mali just need to play defense and get it a little bit back at the time. Another look at Moba getting his basket and cutting that deficit back to just 14 points. So Mali alive and kicking. Points all turnovers, 10 points all turnovers from Tunisia, none from Mali.
Those are the first fast break points for Mali. Last two that we saw. So this is their opportunity, this lineup for Tunisia. They've gone into the bench. And get themselves back into the game here. It's a long time. They don't have to worry about the score. And they've just got to start playing better to have any chance really.
Camera angle. We've unveiled this for you today, folks. We hope you enjoy it. The sky view, bird's eye. Here it comes. So Zeke is staying in the game now. El Brook. Kaniwa is the de facto point guard while Abad is on the bench. Zig almost turned it over. El Brook for three. He did say that Talatli told him whenever you're open and you feel like you can hit it, shoot it. No recriminations. Jambo. And the baseline, that's good. That's back to 12.
An impressive square up from Jambo. It's the same still from Mali. And they can't let someone like El Brook have an open shot out the offense. They haven't got beaten at all. Get them into a one-on-one.
Suddenly the defense picking up just a little bit here from Kante.
He's got to keep his hands out. He's looking for a push.
Roll coming back with Salah Mejri. They want to make sure they've got a, double-digit lead at least at halftime.
Yeah, I think anything less than that for Tunisia would be very disappointing indeed, considering their domination really of this early stages.
Yeah, they've led by as many as 19, but it's down to 12 now. El Brook gets it over to Kaniwa. That's good! Three-pointer gets it back to a 15-point advantage. Well, SOS is coming out from Mali. They need some help. 4 on the shot clock. 3. Cisse. From long range, Cisse finally drills one for Mali.
He needed that before the half. On 3.
First three-pointer. Bra. Well, he just took on the Malian defense.
For the first time in a long time, Mali didn't allow Tunisia to get something out of their offense, their patterns. And then what did they do? They get in a one-on-one situation. Bra against Jambo, where you think Jambo, no problem at all. Should be relatively comfortable, just bites on the pump fake. And he sends his man to the line.
Free throws are an issue for this Tunisian team. They are now shooting 57% from the line tonight, 4 of 7. Not much arc on Bra's free throws, but he makes the second. Kante. Mali looking to try to get some momentum here before halftime. Cisse drives in and a foul before. That is only the second foul on Tunisia.
Better from Cisse. Open his man down. Shafir wants the 2 shots, and so he's going to get end line.
Rainbows just hit one from that area right there, and then he turns right into Kaniwa. Kaniwa just takes it away. Elmel Brunk drives down. Good defense from Mali. This gives them a chance to run. Kante explodes, and Salah Mejri hustled back to play defense, but a foul called on roll.
Second. Kante would have been better to make the pass earlier.
Cut in front of him, that's why they called it?
Oh, I wasn't watching the foul, I was watching
okay.
the fact that it was a pass rather than the shots.
So Razik will come in for roll, presumably, who has 2 fouls now. Politely thought that he had gotten Razik to the table in time. And Koulibaly makes a mistake, steps out of bounds. It's incredible how many times we've seen that happen in this competition. We've seen that happen a lot. We've seen
fouling jump shooters,
fouling three-point shooters, flopping.
3 seconds as well as the other one.
Oh gosh, not even close. But that's the problem with that three-point line if you're trying to set yourself up behind it. Points advantage. Elmel Brook now into Salah Mejri. And great job from Bob. But Brock picks up the loose ball. Very good defense from Mo Bob. Bob saying, I do my job, I deny the big man, and nobody backs me up.
It's tough, isn't it? Measure there, keeping it alive. Razik keeping it alive too.
Very good. Go, Mali. Still 14, and now there's a Mexican wave going around inside the stadium. And nice move inside from Koulibaly. He's brought some offense. 8 points. He's leading Mali.
You could see him getting this within single digits, couldn't you, before the half, which would be a fantastic achievement for Mali. There from Boston.
Oh, good defense from Koulibaly.
Lucky there, Measure was going to be open. Pressure on the ball. Second time out, for Tunisia then.
9 seconds left.
You know, I said it was a risky strategy from Coach Lauti. Those 2 early timeouts has paid off, hasn't it? You know, they didn't really have an impact in being able to change that game in the first quarter. But what, you know, they haven't been punished in the second because they've kept Tunisia, they've held them, they haven't made a run, and it's Tunisia they're having to call the timeout instead.
We're calling a timeout with 9 seconds on the shot clock. You know, Tunisia, look at the free throw percentage. You know, this is an area where they're struggling. Tunisia just aren't convincing, or they're not able to put it away. Watch Nigeria, they've been able to put things away, although Tunisia did, I guess you'd have to say they probably put Nigeria away earlier in the competition. Points in the paint, 8 of 11 for Tunisia, just 2 of 7 for Mali. But, you know, this was a Mali team that was just looked completely out of it. And it seemed like Tunisia had a chance to go ahead and put this thing away. And really, Mali are hanging around now, and they're like, hey, this is fun. We're playing in front of a packed house.
That Tunisia-Nigeria game is an outlier, isn't it? And it just makes you wonder. Nigeria have looked so good except for that game, and Tunisia had so many questions unanswered except for that game where, you know, they played exceptionally well. Nigeria didn't play particularly well. You know, and it's almost an if, a yeah, but part of any questions that you talk about.
Zig from the corner. Gosh. Shot an air ball. And now Mali with a chance to get within 9 if they can hit a 3. Sissy's going to put it up, and he does! Mali! Get it to single digits.
And the wave has stopped and the silence has come in here. 14,000 people now muttering. How has this happened? The team is shooting 50% from 2-point range. And it's an offensive foul on Measure. His
offensive
third.
foul. Unbelievable.
Injured or not, he might not get a minute, might not get a chance to play a lot in the second half.
3 fouls. I actually thought he had 1, but he must have. Did he pick one up? When did he get his first? I know when he came out when he first came out of the game, he had picked up the foul and he wasn't happy.
Starting to get the crowd into it anyway, they're not happy either.
Final 19, 18 seconds of the first half. With Mali's score here, they are going to be flying. They've lost to Dibe, they've got Tangara with 3 fouls, but they're right here. Conte drives in, over to Jambo, and now it looks like, what's the call?
There's a travel
turnover,
on Conte,
okay.
yeah. I mean, they come to set the ball screen. I almost think it's just better to give space. The way Elmer Brook was guarding him gave so much room for Kante to just use that speed he has. Any time back in the block?
Yeah, I thought they were. The coach is saying no.
Yes, they did.
Well, it's going to be a long full-court pass, and that's how it's going to finish. So at halftime, Mali, they've made a game of this. They've clawed their way back from a 19-point deficit. They've lost to Dibe to a knee injury, but they trail 33-24 against host Tunisia.
Scored just 4 points in that first quarter, Mali, and yet, you know, they are very much within this game, aren't they?
And there's Dibe being helped to the bench, to the locker room. Hopefully it's just a sprain, but love having them all right. So 50% shooting for Tunisia inside the arc. Mali getting better as the game wore on. Mali now out-rebounding Tunisia.
The question for Tunisia then, the 3-point shooting. 2 nights off shooting 14%. You know, 4 of 29. They've struggled again, haven't they? Just 3 of 11 here in the first half.
33-24, Tunisia on top of Mali at halftime.
اللي عنده مريض مكتوب عليه بلون مش كولتورا. Un ballon à gagner. Soufflez. On va dire maintenant, on va dire. Je vais continuer.
33-24, Tunisia on top of Mali at halftime. They led by as many as 19 points, but Mali have dug in and found a way back into the game despite playing without Tangara, who has 3 fouls, despite losing Sidibe, 2 key members of their front line. Sidibe going down with a knee injury and having to be helped to the locker room at halftime. Mesri with 3 fouls for Tunisia. It looks like we could be in for another nervous night here in Radis on the outskirts of Tunis. The AfroBasket hosts Tunisia in a close one against Mali. Boy, have Tunisia missed an opportunity to go ahead and put this thing away?
Quite possibly. I mean, they had the 19-point lead, they looked comfortable. It was almost one of those games where you could see Mesri could get a lot of rest. He didn't have to do anything on the leg. They're slightly injured, and they were going to roll to a really easy victory the way we've seen in the 3 other quarterfinals. But instead, Mali missing 2 key guys, not playing particularly well. You know, without hitting a foul shot in the first half, have made a comeback. There's one of them. Sidibe, yeah, he hurt that knee. It did not look a very pleasant injury, that's for sure. So he won't be taking any part in this game. And Tangara, who's the only man over 30 years of age on this Malian team, he also picked up those 3 quick fouls and has yet to score in this.
Well, that team that looked so good for Mali late in the first half comes back out onto the court. Kante at point guard. Koulibaly was playing amazingly well. Shooting guard Jambo, Cisse, and Mo Ba. So Mohamed Ba still in that low post, and Salah Mesri out of the game. Now Ben Ramdam has come back in for Tunisia, and the reach, good play by Ba, knocks it away. They get it back, Tunisia, but they're under a little bit of pressure. Kaniwa from the left hits a 3-pointer, so frustrating start for Mali, almost forced a turnover and give up a 3.
The 3-point shot for Tunisia, when they make them, they look really good. When they miss them, they look bad. You know, they were just 3 of 11 in that first half. So it's important for them to make that early one there.
Cisse looks down low to Jambo. Koulibaly. Oh, Mo Ba is looking like the player tonight.
Well, the Drexel Dragons will be liking that. University of Drexel, where he goes to university.
Now Kaniwa. Back over to Gayaza. And Malbrook has the ball, knocks away. Mo Ba checks it. Mohamed Ba chases it down and gives it back to Kante. 10-point game. Kante gets in the lane. Out to Jambo. And Kante challenges and commits the foul. He has an intensity about his defense, Kante, that just makes him excellent. That we've seen it a couple times. He doesn't play like this every game. That's the point. If he could bring it like this every time.
He's still young, isn't he? 23 years of age, just another one of these young players, and that's, you know, he's running away, but it's a clear foul, and he's got to be, you know, calm. He can't get himself involved with the referees. It's just going to affect his performance.
Well, the coach is going to ride him right now. Elmel Brook. And the drive and the foul. That wasn't on Kante, was it?
He might have been.
Or was it on Jambo?
No, Kante.
Unbelievable. So he picks up 3 quick ones?
He's got 4 now.
He has picked up 3 quick fouls.
Yeah. In 2 minutes.
Wow. I was just praising him, and now he's going out. Now he's having words with Kaniwa.
He's got too involved, got frustrated, and it's kind of boiled over, and that's a shame because he's another player. He's needed Sanada is going to have to play big minutes in this second half now.
And the Ben Ramdan free throw struggles continue.
I mean, they're almost worse than struggles, aren't they? It is a block, a mental block right now for Ben Ramdan. 1 of 4.
2 of 5. Points to his chest, Tunisia. There's nothing more uncomfortable than watching a player struggle at the free throw line, especially a good player. Koulibaly is going to go right at Elmal Brook. He's going to bring it back. Cisse goes baseline. Koulibaly, that's going to be short.
Sanera with an excellent reversal. It's the time really was the problem.
I don't know why Conte lost his composure like he did, but clearly he's just looks angry. Elmal Brook whips it over to Gaza. Forced it inside, but they get it back to Elmal Brook. And Jambo with the rebound. Gaza fouls him.
This Tunisian team, especially with this lineup on the floor, it's only really Ben Ramdan that creates his own shot. The others, you've just got to guard them and not leave them open. You can't help off them very much because they'll make a shot. You lose them, they'll make a shot. You let them run their pattern and get free, they'll make the shot.
That pass was telegraphed, and I think Ben Ramdan could have intercepted it, but he tried to knock it forward. Try to get a fast break. Oh, Gaza read that one. And now they're just going to have to throw up a pair. They're not going to get a shot off. Cisse.
But again, where's the ball hasn't crossed the three-point line. Hasn't got below the foul line, has it? You know, Mali looking very tight, very tense. So just got to play with some freedom. As I said in the first half, this is a defense that you can attack on the perimeter. And without Mejri on the floor, I think you can get to the ring and get easy scores against them.
Trapped over there now inside the roll. Right at the line. He's been quiet, hasn't he? But it's hit by Ben Ramdan.
The offense was poor from Tunisia. They eventually got it to roll through luck and judgment. Couldn't hit, but Ben Ramdan once again saves his team. Cisse. Shot again. Beaten anybody.
Rolled inside Gaza, and Gaza went up for the dunk, and Jambo affected the shot. Sanera back to Cisse. Jambo tries to post up. Now Cisse was trapped. He was able to get to Jambo. Wide open Koulibaly. Ramdan was fouled by Jambo, challenging him on the boards. Now Bassi's going to come in for Gayaza.
Tangara comes now as well. I think he needs to give him some scoring, Tangara. We've said throughout the tournament he hasn't really been a scorer in this role, but there's a time that he needs to step up. This may be it.
Ball's going to come back in. Forgot about him. He disappeared on the bench. And, manning the middle. Bundy was guarding roll. 5 on the shot clock. Ben Ramdan.
To go to him.
And Abassi called for the foul.
It's actually Kanea.
Kanea.
Away from the ball.
Abada's coming back in, and Hadadan First foul comes down along with Bundy feeds it to Ballo, and Ballo read the pass. Here he comes, and down for the dunk. Ben Rondon. That was all Abada. He read that pass. Back to a 15-point game. Timeout, Mali. Look at that. Getting ahead on the break. Good play by Abada. 41-26. Tunisia on top of Mali. Timeout. Has the luxury of giving a talk to his team right in front of the biggest drum in the house. The guys moved right there behind the huddle. Ben Rondon's come to the rescue, hasn't he?
It is not the first time it has been muttered. Rondon has 10 points now. I think if they don't have to put Mejri back in the second half, Tunisia will try and keep it out as long as they can. Recognition from Salnero. The action was happening away from the ball, and that meant there was no help. So he had an open one-on-one. He's been able to get round about it. It's going to be an open layup.
Adidane on the ball, and Bundy.
He's got to be careful.
He does. 2 on the shot clock. One, Salnero puts up a jumper. That was cool, calm, and collected by Salnero.
Yes, it was. Ballo's got to be careful not to push with the arms when he's posting up. Use those legs. Get his face rather than try and shove his man out of the way.
Abada now. Roll. Abada from the arc. And Ben Rondon gets the rebound, saves it in bounds, and somehow Roll couldn't catch it. And the follow from Tangara, no by Ballo, and Ballo is fouled by Abassi.
That's what Ballo can bring. He was quick up and down the floor to follow up from Salnero, got the offensive rebound, and we know in post-ups he's one of the better low-post scorers we've seen.
Can't understand why Roll didn't catch the ball.
He just dropped it, didn't he?
Just lost.
Yeah.
Took his eye off of it.
He's got 3 now, Roll. Mejri's got 3 as well.
Roll just has had really no impact scoring-wise tonight. 4 points. So just a 12-point lead for Tunisia, but Mali not able to, get that momentum back that they had at the end of the first half. Ben Rondon. Abada. Good rebound. Tangara.
No.
Are they gonna call diving, or are they gonna call
technical foul on the elbow?
No, I think they might be calling it on Ben Rondon for acting like he got an elbow.
I think either way it's a harsh call.
Well,
14, Ballo.
wow.
Tangara, and that's his 4th.
Wow. I've got to tell you, he didn't really swing his arms. What's this?
He's got to be allowed to take the ball above his own head. I mean, for me, he didn't throw an elbow out there and round up. He took it from his chest above his head. You know, you've got to be allowed to do that. You can't avoid a defender who's standing next to you. And that's the fourth on Tangara.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, really. You have to really, unless you're going to bring Ball back. Ball was pretty effective, but
Jambo.
You know, the thing is, you know, the guys challenge you for the ball. They're all over you. You've got to be able to clear it. Bossi gets inside. Don't fly the elbows. So they finally get it. Cisse now. Mali. Tangara. A little short. Abada for Tunisia. And El Malbrook, shooting guard. Now back to Salnera quickly. Mali pushed it up the floor. Salnera and Balo couldn't catch it. Good hustle though from Salnera. Loses it, puts it up, and couldn't quite finish. El Malbrook. Bada gets some space, puts it up and in.
That's a very heady play from that young man there. You know, he could have made the pass when he was in the air, but realized it was going to be dangerous and held on to it. Very, very experienced play from someone who doesn't have a lot of time at this level.
Good strong move from Cisse and gets an and one.
Balo's going to go out.
Oh wow, I thought they might take Tangara out.
So Balo's played pretty well. He looks disappointed to be going out. Cisse's had a tough night so far.
Well, it's just, I mean, Balo wasn't able to free himself to get any passes down low.
No.
But I can't see Jambo getting that, but maybe he gives them more threat on the perimeter. And Ramdan, and the hustle from Tangara. Turns on the baseline. Final minute of the third quarter. And Jambo gets in now. Tangara follows it up and puts it in. It's back to 10 points. 9 at halftime.
That's the aim for Mali. Just try and get into this last 5 minutes with a shot at winning the game.
Ramdan goes to El Malbrook, drives in. Offensive foul.
Tangara's had an influence, hasn't he, on this team since he's come in. Again, it doesn't really show on the stats. He's only got 2 points, 4 rebounds. Just, you know, the influence he has on the other players.
final 12 seconds here. The third quarter. Saunera bumped by Ben Ramdam.
Second, but it's going to send him to the line already.
Roll's going to come back in for Tunisia. Salamed is going to come in. It's kind of a gamble to put him in with 9.2 seconds in the third.
Yeah, I mean, more someone who's suffering from injury. He sat for a long time, and now you're going to put him in cold. He's not going to pick up, or he shouldn't pick up an offensive foul in this sequence.
Say, is this the box out? Get the rebound?
No, it'd be for the 10 seconds of offense.
That's strange.
It shows you how close this game is. The fact he's having to put him in.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 points for Saunera. Conte picked up 3 quick fouls. So the starter re-entered the game here. Final seconds ticking off here in the third quarter. Roll puts up a 3. Go! Wow. That came at the right time for Tunisia. Then again, it's always the right time for a Michael Roll 3. Here he is again. It's been relatively quiet. That takes it back to an 11-point lead and allows Tunisia just to breathe a little bit easier going to the huddle. 46-35, 10 minutes to go.
Still there, Marley. They've scored 35 points. We're going into a fourth quarter. They've got a chance. It's incredible that both teams really have shots percentage-wise pretty well for it to be so low scoring. Tunisia looked after the ball as well. It's just been a slow tempo game, really. A lot of fouls. Not that many free throws either.
Well, we've been on a wild ride with this Tunisian team before. We saw them teetering on the edge of elimination in their last game, and they came back and they won against Morocco in overtime. Now they're up against Mali, and Mali showing signs of making this very interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, they found that matchup, haven't they? Cisse on the low block against Dalmer Brook. Rather than him be on the perimeter trying to penetrate, they try and use him in a different sort of position. As long as he doesn't pick up quick fouls in the way that Conte did, because that's his third.
3 fouls. He's got 10 points. He's leading in scoring. Haven't seen Mongoro here in the second half. Bada, quick pass over to Haridane. And the ball goes off Tangala. Another 14 for Tunisia. Gladly, I think, just looking up at that clock. Just wants it to tick.
Using this zone. Struggles for Tunisia beyond the three-point line as this game goes on. If they don't hit some early in the fourth quarter, And they'll be tight going into those last few minutes once again.
Elmel Brook wide open. Good! Says his coach gives him the green light.
He's the one player that does have some confidence. He's the one who stepped up.
Oh, the SWAT. Salah Mejri back on the SWAT team. Is that his first SWAT of the night?
Yeah.
Tangara goes at him. And just that presence inside just changes everything, doesn't it?
Even with the bad leg, absolutely. You know, he just protects the ring.
Five on the shot clock. Mejri gets it to Ben Ramdam. Gets it off just in time. Saunera, though, has the rebound and goes up the floor and draws the foul from Abada. Well, 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and we've got a timeout. So Mali, Sylvain Lauti, going to draw the play.
He's not afraid of burning these early. He's going to talk about the zone, I think. It is the way probably to beat Tunisia, try and zone them, force them to the outside. We've seen AfroBasket isn't afraid to take the big shot. So he's the one guy to make sure you know where he is. You've got to communicate, which is difficult in this gym. Can they force them to the perimeter and rebound enough to win this game? Tunisia have 9 offensive rebounds. Only 6 second chance points in this one.
Look at that, 8 steals for Tunisia. I would have thought that Mali would have bothered Tunisia more and come up, forced a few more turnovers. They're quick back, they're quick guards.
But the fouls have hurt them from really early, haven't they? It's almost like they didn't have the option because of the foul problems to ever try to get after Tunisia. They've been in patch-up mode pretty much. Just been trying to hang on.
And also they haven't really played Mongoro.
No.
Well, nearly 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Mali looking for a way to the basket. They find Jambo, he's just going to put up a jumper.
Surprised they didn't go back to Cisse.
Up ahead to Salah Mejri. Oh, he did the hard part, running down and making the catch, but missed the layup. And then quickly to the other end, and the follow by Jambo. He Jambos it down.
Jambo. Now, like I said, for me, Mali need to go to Cisse on that low block as much as they can. What's that matchup with AfroBasket?
Quick pass, and this time a very light-hearted dunk.
How did he get so open? If you're in a zone, that's the one thing you can't give up. Direct line into the basket for an easy 2.
Saunera. Oh, beautiful play by Saunera, but Abada picks up the foul.
That's his 4th.
So now Kaniwa might have to come back in.
Or do they bring Michael Rowland?
It's going to be Kaniwa for now. Roles are designated, bring him off the bench to hit the three-pointer when you really need one. Just like he did at the end of the third. Others having words of advice with Abada. Long 3, boy, if that had gone down.
Yeah.
And Salah Mejri picks up a foul.
Okay, I think it's the right call. I think he's got his shirt. We'll get a good angle of this one, I would thought.
He's just very frustrated tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, well, and that's what happens when you're not playing fully fit. He just wants to stay on.
Jambo. He's playing for Clemson in the ACC, NCAA basketball, and he's transferring to Hofstra. Cisse. And boy, you just can't, the all-round talent of Ben Ramdam. He just gets in there. He's got 7 rebounds now. Koulibaly really putting the pressure on.
Then he's got to be smart. He's caused the deflection. The shot clock's winding down. Then hold firm. Don't continue to reach. You know, you've been lucky with the first couple not to be called for a foul.
Groto's coming in. Now Salah Mejri sitting on the bench in frustration. This only comes around once in your life, hosting an AfroBasket. You want to make the most of it. You don't want to be watching. Ben Ramdam back outside, 4 on the shot clock.
Low, don't want to foul.
1 on the shot clock. Kamiwa gets it off and a foul. And again, a mistake by Mali with 6:17 remaining. Well, can you imagine the stir these guys would cause back home in Bamako? Excuse me, in Mali. If they could win this against Tunisia,
it would be a huge upset, wouldn't it?
Free throws. Oh, the nervous tension. So yeah, back in Bamako.
Impressive African geography there.
Yeah, it just kind of rolled out, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Am I confusing that with the capital of Madagascar, which is Antananarivo? So I don't know why. So Jambo, it's getting close to the point now where it's now or never. That is team foul number 4 on a foul called on Halidan.
He's going to have to go out because he's bleeding.
3rd foul on Halidan, yeah. Kenila, so Michael Roll comes in. So good play from him. Maybe he'll get back out there. Michael Roll, by the way, if you're wondering as why he's playing for Tunisia, he's an American from California, played at UCLA, but he was a teammate of Salah Mejri. They played together at Antwerp and were good friends. And just kind of one thing led to another, and he ended up being invited into the team a few years later. Good reach around by Kayaza. Every national team is allowed to have 1 naturalized player. Although I don't think Mali have one, do they? Unless you would count Cisse. Koulibaly, go!
Oh!
The 3-pointer.
Huge 3. And this is where the foul problems, if Kante wasn't out the floor, perhaps he's the man to come in. And he could pressure up the floor as Michael Roll goes to the point.
And the pass inside. So timeout. 5.5 minutes remaining. Remember, it was a 9-point lead at halftime. It's 10 points right now. So Tangaraz just fouled out. That was his 5th. He fouled on top. So that is a big blow.
The bench receiving instructions.
Yeah, I just wonder if that's right. Hold on 1 second.
No, it hasn't come up on the board.
Entrez! Entrez!
Okay, now we're being told there was no foul. It was put up by mistake. So Tangara is still in the game.
The referee was signaling 14 for the shot clock.
Okay. It's hard enough to stay on the court on your own without being mistaken for the shot clock, isn't it? But they put his name in there, and we noticed he was still talking to the coach in the huddle, so we didn't see the signal. Anyway, then Rondon gets inside and goes up strong.
One on the shot clock, and he gets all the way in.
Well, Gayaza, did you see how he kind of positioned himself there? He just rolled right behind him. Koulibaly displayed a lot of determination here in the second half. Mongodo is going to put up a three. Roll for the rebound. El Malbrook to Hadidane. Really, they don't need to be in any rush. Under 5 minutes to go. Tunisia doing everything they can to get to the semifinals. Mali had their chances, and they still got a chance. El Malbrook puts up a three. Good! Nope, it was a three.
Wow. Step through three for El Malbrook. I mean, he's been the savior beyond the three-point line, hasn't he? 3 of 8 for him. And Kaniwa, who's 2 of 2.
Jambo goes up for the dunk, misses, but Tangara there for the offensive rebound and fouled by Gayaza. But Jambo was trying to make a highlight reel film with that. Free throw good by Tangara. It's a big ask right now, Lloyd.
That's going to help, though.
Well, it will. Jambo with the rebound.
Pass.
Oh, wide open, Tangara. But he could have concentrated a little bit more on making the shot. He was like preparing himself to take the hit.
He was almost searching for the contact, wasn't he?
Watch this. He catches it. Yeah, I mean, at bare minimum, he just wanted to get to the line, but so Ben Rondon goes up and slaps low fives for him to make sure he's okay. Tangara misses the shot, so that's the.
I mean, we've seen some foul shooting woes, but again, 4 of 10 as a team for Mali here. It's one of those things I said at the start of the game, wasn't it? You've got to shoot well from the perimeter. They haven't done a bad job with that. They've got to rebound the ball. They're leading by 6. They can't turn it over. Yeah, they've got 15. And they've got to make free throws, which they just haven't done. They've left so many, once again, just left points on the foul line.
Well, we're going to have some full court pressure, and Roll has to be careful with Koulibaly. Tunisia, the fans starting to sense victory is within sight. And Rondon again gets inside, puts it up, and misses. And now he picks up the foul.
He's 4th. Took about 3 in a row. And there's 2 shots. Well, if Mali could make free throws, you'd say this is a really positive development. You know, you've got him in foul trouble, get to the line, score without time ticking off.
This will be Salnera. He's 2 for 2. So that suggests he'll be a little bit better.
Conte.
Oh, it's Conte. What am I talking about?
Yeah, but he makes
He's
it
come
anyway.
back in.
Yeah.
Where'd Salnero go? Fourth quarter final of the day. And the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Koulibaly was holding roll. It's the fourth foul on Mali.
They don't want to foul up the floor like this, really. Dicing with death. Just praying the other team miss free throws if you do.
Yeah, but they've had a hard time with their free throws, haven't they?
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think I'd foul Ben Ramdam, although get him now. Take your chances. Out to Elmel Brook. Steps inside, now passes. 3 seconds to call. 3-second violation. Conte was playing well in the first half. Now Koulibaly, a long three, and he hits it. 57.
You can hear the murmurs, can't you, in the crowd? All of a sudden, they look at the scoreboard and realize it's an 8-point game and there's still 3 minutes to go here. Like you said, they haven't shot the ball well from the line. The crowd is up and cheering.
And the foul on Koulibaly. A roll should be a good free throw shooter. He looks tired.
Hasn't been there yet. He's taken 3 shots in this game. Michael Rowley hasn't missed. Just 7 points.
He came into the shooting 70% at the line. Made a crucial one the other night to tie it, which ultimately sent the game to overtime against Morocco. And missed the other one. So that gets it back to 9 points. And now the lead is 10. His feet, gets it back to Tangara, and the foul on Salah Mejri. Or is it
end of the game for Salah Mejri?
So there goes the rim protector. He didn't last long. It just seems like he woke up in a bad mood today. They're going to miss him. They're going to have to win without him. And Tangara makes the first. And it could be a nervous last 2 minutes and 39 seconds. We saw last night how quickly Cameroon could come back. Almost stole a victory. And now the missed free throw and another possession from Mali. So it's a 9-point game. You've got to find Koulibaly, surely.
He can attack Ben Rondell.
There's Koulibaly. And ball goes out of bounds off of, well, it's going to be Tunisia ball. Points to lead. I think you just get it that little bit closer and make Tunisia nervous.
That's exactly it.
Remember, the winner of this game gets to the semifinals, and they're guaranteed a place at a FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament next year. Elmel Brook. And Ramzan holds it. He wants to give it the roll. A roll.
Doesn't have time.
Doesn't have time. And turns it over.
Roll apologizes.
59-50. May just have enough here. I mean, Mali has struggled. This was the halftime deficit. Not in any rush, but maybe they should be. Koulibaly hands it back off to Kante. Jambo's nope. Adon with the rebound. So free throws for Hadidane. He came in shooting 80% in the tournament.
He hasn't taken one either tonight. It's been a quiet game for him. He's played 18 minutes. He's only taken one shot. He's been involved in the offense. He's got a good range, doesn't he? Extends all the way out to 3.
First one is good. Well, the Olympian giving the Tunisian fans a little more comfort. Or just a little. Contact quickly to Jambo. Jambo spins and puts it up and in.
That's poor from Tunisia. It's on their own foul shot. You know, your only job right now is to slow down the Mali offense.
You want to foul Ramdan, that's your man, Ben Ramdan. Instead, they let the opportunity go. I think they're making a mistake. I think they need to get fouls.
Can't now, shot clock's too low.
Exactly. And they are swatting Ben Ramdan. Cisse trapped in the corner by Ben Ramdan.
Conte's open.
Oh, they hit the cutter, Cisse! And that gets it down to 6. Oh, now, maybe they were right not to foul.
They're going to have to go now, though, surely. If you don't foul on this possession, you're risking Tunisia getting the score to seal the game, pretty much. They have made 6 threes, they're 6 and 20.
Boy, Tunisia has become somewhat conservative. The thing about it is, if you look at the offensive rebounds by quarter, with a 24-second shot clock, you really can't be conservative. You have to keep playing.
Yeah, and it's very difficult down the fourth quarter of a game you're leading to get that balance right, to get the balance of using time and not going too quickly, yet not becoming passive on the offensive end. You know, if you become too passive, then all it does is play into the hands of the defense, because you know you never put pressure on them. You pass it in the backcourt, you miss, they come down quickly and get a score, and the scoreboard can tighten very quickly indeed. So you're right, it is a fine line. Now the decisions for Mali are, what do they do? Like I say, I think they're going to go up, steal or foul early here, because if you let this possession go out and Tunisia score to make it 8 again, I don't know if there's any way back with 40 seconds to go, 45 seconds to go.
Well, the Tunisian fans want to relax. They want to believe their team's in the semifinals, but this Mali team, that's the man you want to foul if you want to. I keep saying it. Kamiwa. And foul called. So, Tangara picks up the foul. He has to leave. The good news is Mohamed Ba comes back in, and I'm surprised he hasn't been back in earlier, because he played very well. Still plenty of time here. 43.7 seconds to go. Now that makes it 3 possessions. Unless they're to get a 4-point play, obviously. Kamiwa makes them both, takes it back to 8. Conte dribbles around, he's got 4 fouls himself. Jambo.
ticking.
And Adil Talali, out of your screen, is looking at his players and saying, why foul? You stop the clock, put him on the line. I'm not sure the crowd grasps that. But the Malians go to the bench for the timeout. Tunisia have beaten Uganda on opening night, 77-55. They beat the Central African Republic, 68-52. And then Nigeria, that was supposed to be their first real test. They passed with flying colors. And then they beat Morocco, and only just in overtime, 69-68. So here they are, trying to go unbeaten, trying to get to the semifinals.
Well, it will be first step of the job done for Tunisia if they can reach the semi-finals, wouldn't it? You know, they're guaranteed then a minimum of a place in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. If they go 2 steps further, they become the champions. We know they're in Rio. I think they've got their sights set on that championship, and why not?
But I'll tell you what, I really think this crowd tonight is worth about at least the 8-point lead that they've got. I don't think they've been that convincing. I think the opportunity has been there all night for Mali. They just haven't been able to play quite good enough. Quite well enough. Jambo makes the first.
Let's see what Mali come with after this free throw then. That's why they've designed the play. Called the timeout. Have something set up here.
Okay, they're going to press. 6-point lead. Kaniwa over to Ben Ramdan, and then he gets it to El Malbrook. They broke it with ease. They got a foul. They had the person to foul, El Malbrook. Excuse me, Ben Ramdan. They could have fouled him.
Yeah, I agree. He's 2 of 6 from the line. He's had a lot of struggle last night. He would have been the one to foul about a minute earlier as well.
Tangara's already fouled out. 3-possession game. Well, he's been red hot really since making that shot the other night to beat Morocco. That was not the man to foul, Lloyd.
Nope.
Cisse. Cisse goes hard to the basket, puts it up and in. And now a timeout. Tunisia?
Yes, just to advance the ball, make sure there's no turnovers at your own ring.
That's right.
That's the only thing about inbounding. If you inbound under your own basket and you turn it over straight away, then it's quick for them to score. Now advancing the ball to the front court, you turn it over. They use 5-6 seconds of the 20 just to take it down to get a score.
Do you like that rule?
I don't mind it. But what it does is it sets up the opportunity for you to get a look at a game winner in 2 to 3 seconds.
No field goal in the last 4 minutes and 13 seconds for Tunisia.
That's because they've been on the line a lot, haven't they?
So, presumably they'll try to find Ben Ramdan this time. Now they've got to foul him there. Get him. And 17.7 seconds.
he makes these, will it give him the confidence going into the semi-final?
Yeah, good point.
Big free throws.
So the question is, why didn't they foul him last time? Beggars belief.
You know, a minute ago.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left. And he missed both of them. Wow.
So far as well.
He needs to go take some practice. 14, 13, time running out on Molly. We've got to launch one. They're going to go in and take the 2. So it's back to a 4-point game. And they're going to run out of time. Kaniwa gets rid of it. El Malbrook, not good execution at the end from Molly. El Malbrook makes the 3 right where he made the 3 to beat Morocco. And Tunisia, I wouldn't say it was convincing, but it was, you know, they won. They won it 67-60. They have clinched a spot in the semifinals. They have clinched a spot in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament next year. They've got big aims here. They want to go all the way. Mali, well, they played well for spurts, but they fell behind early and they just couldn't climb the mountain all the way back. Their medal hopes disappear.
Mali ended up winning the second, third, and fourth quarters, but it was just the first quarter they couldn't come back from. The 18-4 deficit after the first 10 minutes was too big a gap. The fouls on Tangata as well. So it was valiant effort from Mali, and as you said, a Tunisian team that have got the job done. They've made the semi-final, but still unconvincing in their performance.
Well, the players gather in midcourt and no doubt are saying we've still got some work to do, and that work will start when they take on Angola in the semifinals. Angola, the team that they beat in the final 4 years ago. A lot of the same players, and they're going to meet again. So it's been a lot of fun again, folks. Thanks for watching quarterfinals day number 9 here at AfroBasket 2015.